that is rarely seen. So for Work Auster Force, kudos to them for that, but they're facing an Onic-Ph crew right now that's not just veterans, but good ones as well. Jay on that captain helm is something else. Not just a caring captain, but also a competitive one as well.
I mean, it's all about the competitive aspect here in the Mobile Legends profession.
Yeah.
And even more so if I'm just biased towards tank mains because I am a tank main myself. So if I see good plays from tanks, I would really call it out. And knowing Jay for the longest time in the MPL, he has been consistent in his tank pickups.
Yeah, and consistency is something that tanks really do need, because tanks are the ones that set a lot of things up for their teams. If they're not consistent, it's going to be really hard for the carries to pick up. The core won't be able to survive that much, or the core won't even have a lot of kills to begin with. So far, these teams are just battling it out for some objectives, really small ones. The first major objective would be that turtle fight 40 seconds from now.
Yeah, and they're already trying to secure the momentum here for the top lane in order for them to really get the edge on that turtle pick. And meanwhile, we're just actually going to be eyeing out Unravel, see if as soon as he reaches level 4, what type of playstyle he's going to play.
Yeah, and look at the Uranus, just cutting the lane, making sure that he gets enough pressure around the lane. This is the power of the Uranus pick, especially against Benedetta.
And they're actually trying to eye out a gank over in the top lane. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Jay will force out the Guardian's Bear to give Unravel not much of an easy time for himself, but Chu is already cutting out the waves as well, getting priority over the turtle, and all Unravel and RTZ needs to do is rejoin the fight, because Onic-Ph, they are going to be joining in on this potential fight. Unravel is charging up the revenge. Dilar is the target here for 3 Martezi and Chu in the top lane, and they might just be able to zone them out. Jay getting a chunk of a lot of the damage, and the flame shot from RTZ will secure that kill. That's the first blood of the game. Kyrie, I think he would want to retaliate for his team. He does have the defensive plays available. Sarteezy falls down. Here comes the Feathered Airstrike. They are zoning out the members from Work Auster Force from securing the turtle. It's already falling into the hands of Chu, and 3 Martezi is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Dilar already low in HP. Chu's going to be joining in on the fight.
Here comes the Rhapsody.
And here comes not yet. He's going to be throwing out the Rhapsody right now. Gets the kill onto Hay, but it's actually 3 Martezi that secures that. And Dilar and Jay, they are going to be leaning on over towards this top lane jungle.
Well, it is going to be a 2-for-2, but the turtle goes for the side of Work Auster Force and the first blood as well. That's why we see a slight gold lead inside for Work Auster Force. Again, the turtle plus the first blood, they definitely won that trade. And in the bottom lane, a 1v1, Yaknu will be able to dodge out a lot of that Feathered Airstrike, but so far, in terms of poking, Kosei has been very good in damaging that Lunox.
And you can't blame him, because of course it has far more superior range than the Lunox, so there's really nothing much that Yaknu can do there in the side lanes until he gets help from Onic. Meanwhile, 60 seconds until the next turtle. Work Auster Force, they're working on the priorities on all the lanes in the top and in the mid lane. Meanwhile, it's Unravel already level 4, looking for an opportunity to get a gank. Kosei will be using the wings by wings to get away.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that type of range against the Lunox. The Lunox pick is definitely one of the more, let's just say, painful mages in that type of range. Again, darkness plus brilliance. That's not a lot of counterplay that you could do with that.
Man, I just saw Unravel pop his ultimate. Didn't catch anybody, as Jay goes for the wild charge. He gets a bunch of the damage from Chu with the Rhapsody. He has a Death Sonata available. One more. Forced to flicker out and makes it out alive.
Almost dying to the Death Sonata there. And this is what you want to see. The aggression coming in. Feathered Airstrike plus Death Sonata. Not a lot of people could survive that, especially in the early game. The trick here is to just land those bullets. It's going to be hard, especially burning the flicker as well. Lar trying to escape.
Goes for the Electro Final Blow, but 3 Martezi finds him out. But yeah, this will definitely be a kill. RTZ is looking for an opportunity. Already throws the flame shot, but he's not really low on HP. And 3 Martezi is just going to be tanking this.
Eye for an Eye is available here.
They're juggling it. Eye for an Eye already used up, and he will fall down as the turtle will be reset by Work Auster Force, because there was a contingency here from Onic-Ph trying to go for the invade. And then once again, it is complete back off, but they gotta fear RTZ though, because his Yin Yang Overturn will be up in a couple of seconds, and that's something that they will have to take in consideration, because Kyrie and the Jay. They're already inside. Turtle will be secured by Workhorse support. Here comes the Tempest of Blaze being thrown out, and it's not really catching anybody. But beautiful, gorgeous barrier by Jay, but it's not really converting into any kills. Unravel already low on HP, and Delar will go for the final blow. The Rage actually connects, but it's not enough.
What a great all-in coming in from Vlar here. Electo final blow finds 2, gets 2 with the first skill as well, and Benedetta just cash grabbed a lot of things there. Even if the turtle went to the side of Work Auster Force, they will be trying to take down this turret, but it won't be enough. RTZ successfully defends him by himself.
And man, we're slowly seeing the team fight scenario from Work Auster Force here. As far as I'm concerned, I'm seeing Unravel use his rage and revenge only to ensure the safety of his team, which is completely different from the playstyle that he has been doing on the Mathilda.
Well, a very different playstyle as well from the Chaknu specialty that we see, especially last week. But here comes the first engage that's offensive. Hits on the correct target, but the Feathered Airstrike will not land because of the brilliance. But look at this.
Oh no, that was a dive in with the Rage. Oh, not even the Rage, just a Chieftain's Rage.
Whoa!
Beautiful 2-man Rage connects on to Jay. There's already Kyrie forced to fall back. Flame shot no longer needed. He will fall down.
Right on the turtle pit. What a great set coming in from the Kufra. Unravel going big. Gets 2 with the stun, and the 2 people who got stunned immediately fell down. But looks like Vlar will be next here. Unravel trying to find a trajectory.
He is finding a way out. He'll get caught out by 3 Martizi. Jay's here to support him. Power of Nature is not enough to deal out a lot of damage, actually, and he has to fall back.
Yeah, and right now, 3 Martizi is untouchable. 2-0-2 on this Uranus. It's really hard to kill a Uranus that's very tanky and very fed at this point, especially if you're a Benedetta. You deal a lot of AoE damage with the Sword and 10 and other stuff like that, but look at this, Kosei all alone.
It's looking like Onic will want to get this from themselves. The flicker into the rage, but Kosei flickers and use the wings by wings to make it out. That's a conversion for the turret, but look at the damage output on the Yakno. Hey,
you gotta respect that too.
Will go for the Detsunata. Yakno is cornered with the Rhapsody, takes him out. They manage to secure Jay as well. Delar next in line here for the rest of Work Auster Force. Kyrie forced to fall back there, and 3 Martizi is just going to be soaking up a lot of the damage until RTZ finds his bearing here. Will be popping out the umbrella. No Yin Yang overturns available, but it's more than enough to force them down to a quarter HP. 3 Martizi forced to back off, and this is going to be the push the Work Auster Force needs in order to get secure the turtle.
And this is the power of a Uranus pick that successfully just soaks up the damage in the back line. Not only are they able to secure kills, they're able to secure a turret as well, plus the turtle down bottom lane. Onic-Ph right now, they're really trying to catch up to Work Auster Force, but Work Auster Force, they're 5k ahead, and looks like they're already steamrolling towards a big mid game for them.
Yeah, this is a completely different outlook from their previous matchup where Onic was just completely dominating over Work Auster Force. It was only really game number 2 that Work Auster Force almost had the game against Onic.
Yeah, and right now, Work Auster Force, they are ahead, but Onic-Ph, I feel like they're waiting for the perfect opportunity to just have hate online, but Jay right now, 0-3-0 on this Grok. Doesn't matter that much, the Guardian's Barrier has been really good at this game, but not always converting kills.
And 3 Martizi will be caught against 4 members. There's nobody tanky enough to sustain against 4 members here, and he's forced to flicker out. Next objective for Work Auster Force, but Unravel, have a look at him. He does have the revenge available. He's not going to be committing it. He does have the flicker. He can flicker in and go for the rage, but he is backing off.
Well, you gotta respect the damage from Onic-Ph at this point. You can't be flickering in or maybe just going in as the Kufra trying to set up a fight, especially if it's underneath the turret. Respect is key here. Work Auster Force is already ahead. There's no need to pull some crazy stunts.
No need at all. And speaking of crazy stunts, RTV getting bursted out completely by Iaknu. Yes, Unravel no longer available here. Gets the revenge though, but it's not going to factor in as much too. Dishing out a lot of damage onto Kyrie. 3 Martizi just throws out the call them moons.
I don't know, but look at this. The damage from Chu, though, might just get Iaknu one more shot, and that's going to be the Lunox going down. Work Auster Force now ahead by 5,000 gold.
And they're ahead in terms of map control here. All the lanes are already pushing up towards the side. Onic-Ph, save for the mid lane. They're already working wonders here. But it's just Chu and Kosei here in the mid lane. The Feathered Airstrike. 3 Martizi is going to be in the back lane, focusing on hate, and Jay is caught all alone.
Oh no.
Rage!
3 Martisi trying to catch up.
The dash not actually going to be catching anybody there. 3 Martisi is just going to cut the lanes. Dilar might be overstaying his welcome, and Unravel charging up the revenge, not following through.
Yeah, and right now, Work Auster Force have complete control of the mid game. Now that the outer turrets are out for Onic-Ph, they have less map to play around with. The Lord is already up. It's not yet the Luminous Lord, but Work Auster Force, if they're able to secure that Lord, it's going to be even better for them because it's going to push down on the gold lane, which means they could potentially get that inhibitor turret and eventually secure more control around the purple buff area of Onic-Ph. That's what Work Auster Force wants, but they can't get it just yet. Onic-Ph is still inside this game. One more big fight that Work Auster Force might win, they might be able to secure that Lord.
Yeah, it's not the biggest of leads that Work Auster Force has against Onic-Ph, because as soon as we reach the 40k, 50k goal that both of these teams have, it's no longer going to be a factor, because by then the junglers will already have their main items. Everybody else will have majority of their build already built up, and it's all about the positioning from then onwards. But speaking of positioning Work, they're positioning themselves right here in the middle, looking for an opportunity. Dilar, why would you do the Electro Final Blow? Good thing he has the eye for an eye to escape that.
And not just eye for an eye, but also sword intent, enough sword intent to just dash away twice and burn the Feathered Airstrike. I feel like the cooldown for Feathered Airstrike and Electro Final Blow, I would say Electro Final Blow has a shorter cooldown at this point, but it's still not that far off. So that's the Electro Final Blow out for Onic-Ph, and the Feathered Airstrike already up with the damage.
Is going to cry, no pun intended, for those who understand Tagalog for that matter, will be taken out as Dilar takes down, gets taken out by 3 Martisi. The revenge is actually connect, and that's a big opening the Work Auster Force wants.
Yeah, and Hate finally goes down here. 1, 2, and 4 on the link. And right now, Onic-Ph, they're losing control of this Lord take for Work Auster Force. And I feel like they won't even contest this. The Lord will be free. Already a Luminous Lord. It's 12 minutes and 30 seconds. And this is going to be massive for Work Auster Force. It will push down in gold lane, or possibly mid lane. Actually, no, it's going to go down in gold lane. And this might mean an immediate inhibitor turret.
It has to be. Lord will be marching on over towards the bottom lane, mid lane, and top lane is about to be pushed out by Work Auster Force. So a lot of sieging potential for themselves, but they have to worry about Hate's positioning though.
Yeah, they really have to worry with Hate's positioning. The last fight, Hate went on the backside in front of the Granger. As a Ling, you want that. You want to be able to fight a marksman head on, but the problem is, Chu is 3, 1, and 5. That Rhapsody will hurt like a truck, and right now, going in front of the marksman is not a smart idea.
Hey, beautiful Feathered Airstrike. Jay will get caught up by the revenge, but
Hate takes one.
That's a position that we want from Hate. And look at the HP being completely depleted, though, in the backlines of Onic-Ph, but it doesn't matter because they will be sustaining themselves throughout this entire fight. Now, Work Auster Force is now down to a 2v3. They're still relatively healthy. Dilar already low. Jay will get taken out.
The
and 3 Martisi and Unravel will chase down the Hate, the squishies. No matter how painful you are, the 2 tanks will always prevail. And they're already CG on the top lane. Electro Final Blow will be thrown out, but it's not enough to save this turret at all. They're focusing their attention over in the mid lane, and they're applying a lot of pressure here in this map. They get the knockup onto Dilar. Unravel's low on HP. Hate will be rejoining the fight, but that has to be a disengage for Onic.
Just when you thought Onic-Ph finally found the fight that they would have won, for some reason, 3 Martisi and Unravel found more opportunities with the health that they have. Yes, the backlines were completely destroyed by Onic-Ph. RTZ immediately gone. Chu and Kosei are down, but also look at this.
They get Hate! That is a big pickup from Work Auster Force, and now they don't have much damage to go up against the Work Auster Force lineup here. 3 Martisi's just going to soak up the damage. Yaku's already low HP.
No!
The Yin Yang overturn has already been complete.
Low HP.
What is that? And now Kairi will not be able to go for the Chieftain's Rage. Will get taken out, and Dilar is gone. This is the game 1.
Yeah, game 1 looks to be a wipeout for Work Auster Force. The turrets are out. They're going in. They have 1 lone minion. They're just doing it again with a TP from Work Auster Force as they secure game 1 of this best of 3 series against Onic Philippines.
And that's a completely different look from their previous matchup. It is a dominant play.
definitely a dominant play, and look at those